Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Kamen Zero Spike back again once again today, people. Today we here for Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger episode 2. And in this episode we see a Blue and Pink are trying to get more like acquainted with each other, and we see that she is just so wholeheartedly just starstruck about this whole base that they have and this beautiful like freaking mansion and all this stuff that is just beautiful. And in this episode we find out what Boon is and what the Hashirara-sen are, and turns out Boon is he is an alien. He is an alien that landed on Earth because of an accident, and that's when we see that Taya went in and actually like went and saved him, and then him and Boon hit it off really well, and since they hit it off really well, they became like best friends and partners and stuff. We get like a flashback of how Taya and Shishido or Sashido, yes, how Taya and Sashido met each other, and we see him like holding his hand out to him. He was holding his blaster up to him at first, but then like he held his hand out to him, and and that's how they became friends or partners and stuff. And we just get the flashback. We don't see like what they actually like what actually happened behind that, but we're gonna see that sooner or later. But we also saw that Sashido doesn't really accept he doesn't accept Mira right now, because she's saying like she's too carefree, she's too like kiddish, for this team or whatever. He doesn't accept her as a teammate. But you see that they have a delivery to do. They have to deliver this suitcase to these are American white men. These are American blue collar suit wearing white men. Excuse me. And we see that our the three Hashirara, and we find out that they are actually they're a mafia. They're basically a mafia family who are spreading their territory across the universe, and they put their sights in on Earth. We see our three idiots who are talking to another higher up in the mafia family. He basically says that he's just gonna give them a chance to give them a shot to prove themselves, and also talked about their boss. We heard the dude that we're talking to. We heard his voice. Most likely he's like a higher up. He is a higher up in the mafia family. He gives them a shot to prove themselves, and they ended up going, yeah, we can do this. And they actually turn a vacuum cleaner into a monster, and they send him out to basically he goes around like sucking up everything. Pause. So he goes off and he's making like chaos around the city. We see that Mira was sent out by Taya with Sashido, and just to get them, maybe like get them to be friends and stuff like that. And he's kind of ignoring her. He's giving her a cold shoulder and stuff. He won't let her call him by his actual name. And that's when the monster attacks. When the monster attacks, we see that Sashido is like kind of hesitant to try, but they did see they were going there to meet up with the guy that they were supposed to get the suitcase from, and then that's when the monster kind of like sucks him up, pause, and then starts sucking everything up around the city, around the area. And we see that the policeman guy, he ends up almost getting sucked in, and that's when Mira transforms and she tries to save him. Sashido isn't really trying to help her or anything like that, and she looks over and Sashido has left. Just when her and the policeman guy get ready to get sucked in, that's when Taya comes in and slashes the monster off, and they fight him off, and she ends up dragging the police guy away. That's what Taya talks to her, and he tells her that Sashido he left me here, and he's like, he left, okay, we'll see him again, he'll be back, don't worry about it. So that's when we see Orange, our Orange Ranger, our Orange Boonboomger. Turns out, they do know each other, and turns out he is a supplier. He's the supplier guy, and he goes off and he said, Taya basically tells him that, hey, I'll leave the rest of this to you. And then like Mira's like, what's going on? I don't understand what's happening. What you guys talking about? Who's that? He's the supplier. So that's when they go off to go. They lead a policeman dude there, because he ended up passing out from getting hit in the head. And they go off to this junkyard, because that's where they knocked the Hashirarsen monster there, the vacuum monster, and he starts like sucking up all of the trash all in the dump, right? And he's sucking all that up, pause. And while he's like, while he's doing that, he ends up clogging up his vacuum. And when he clogs up his vacuum, that's when Sashiro ends up using Boom Boom Wagon, and he ends up taking it and, well, scratch that, let's back up. He ends up using Boom Boom Wagon to grab him and throw him into the dump. He starts sucking up all the stuff. His vacuum gets clogged up, and then that's when R3, they ended up getting the package. It was like a big like rocket looking thing, and with that Taya ended up snatching off the monster, and they say they have to deliver it, but they have to defeat the monster first. So they ended up defeating him in the most awesome dynamic way. We got to see their ultimate, and it was dope. Camera work was dope, colors were dope, CGI looked dope. Like, it was overall just beautiful, chef's kiss. So after they beat him, we see our the little Hashirarsen monster car comes up and sucks up all his sucks up his explosion, and then that's when we get the racing battle between all of them. They end up racing him and defeating him. He ends up puking out the monster, and when he pukes him up, that's when we transform into our ultimate mech, and our mech, and we end up defeating him. We got a little funny gags and stuff like that. We see that the monster had like a giant feather like duster, and he starts like tickling Boon Boon, and it was funny. Like, Boon Boon's laugh. I love Boon Boon's voice actor, man. This guy's cool. I like his voice actor. So we end up defeating the monster. When they end up defeating him, that's when they have this group talk with each other, and they tell Mira everything that happened. They tell Mira that, Sashiro didn't abandon you. He actually figured out what the monster's he figured out what the monster's power was, and he figured out that the monster had a limit to how much it could suck up. Pause. So that's when he grabs Boom Boom Wagon and comes up and throws him into the dump, because he knew that if it sucked up everything in the dump, it would reach its limit. And we see that Orange, he is a supplier guy. He went and bought the entire dump. He bought the dump and gave them like clearance to be able to use it and stuff. So yeah, Sashiro didn't really abandon you. When he did leave Mira there, he had like confidence. He had like, that's what Taya thinks, but he had like the confidence in her to basically figure out what to do and be able to hold off the monster and stuff till he got back from it. And we see that they end up delivering the package to this white guy, cause this is American white man, and turns out he opens the suitcase, that he pulls out those big yellow envelopes, pull out another envelope, and it has a picture of him next to an idol singer, and her name was Momo-chan. And I'm just like, you did all that? You wanted a picture of your favorite idol delivered to you? It was kind of creepy, but I'm not gonna slight nobody over their favorite celebrities and stuff, because I got favorite celebrities. But yeah, man, episode ends off with Mira saying that, hey, this delivery job, I think I'm gonna like this. I think I can like this job. It's cool. But yeah, episode ends off right there. Next episode seems like I think we're gonna get our debut of Orange. I don't know yet. I don't know if he is a Boonboomger yet, but yeah, next episode seems like it's gonna be dope, just like this one was. Seems like Boonboomger is still going strong. Like, his second episode going strong, man. It's very fast paced. It didn't feel super rushed to me, but yeah, it is fast paced, even though henceforth like cars and things like that. The fighting in this episode was really, really dope. The fight with Mira and Taya versus the vacuum monster was dope. The speed and everything, the car sounds, like it's shipping up pretty cool. And with the whole mafia family thing, I wasn't expecting like a mafia family. I was expecting like some royalty maybe type thing they got going on. I'm still on that freaking Ultimate Sentai King-Ohger, tip or whatever. But at the same time, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing more of these bad guys. I'm looking forward to seeing who that guy was on the communicator with them. and I'm looking forward to seeing the backstory between Taya and Sashiru. I'm looking forward to seeing that backstory because it looked like Sashiru was like a, you know, like a vigilante looking dude. He had an all black and stuff like that. They were in a warehouse, probably fighting each other. Like, I'm looking forward to that, and most likely it has something to do with Boom Boom. So yeah, I'm waiting for that backstory with how Boom Boom got there and things like that. But yeah, guys, this episode was really cool, and I hope Boonboomger keeps going strong like this. Like, I hope this high lasts for a while. But other than that, you guys let me know down there in the comment section below what you guys think of this episode of Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. As remember, as I always say, guys, stay henshined.